Hello, in this video I will show you the main features of label detection. Label detection is a software that allows you to use detection models and also train them. To install label detection, as it is explained in our GitHub page, you can install it via pip, both in Windows and Linux, and you only need in your computer Python 3. So let's see how to install this software. So first we create a virtual environment that we will call label detection, but you can call it as you want. And now, once that the virtual environment is created, we can install label detection just using pip install label detection. This might take some time because it is installing all the libraries that it needs. So it installs TensorFlow, it installs OpenCV, it installs Keras, also MXNet. So in this way you have all the libraries that you need and you can use different object detection models in our software. I will stop now the video and I will resume once that label detection is installed. So once that label detection is installed, we can run it using just typing label detection, and this starts our program. Okay. As you can see, label detection is quite similar to labeling if you have used this software, and there are two main features included in label detection. The first one is to use different object detection models independently of the library that was used for training them to infer the position and detect object in new images. In the label detection page, you have several models using different models, using YOLO, using the DarkNet library, also in the MXNet library. There are several Keras models with different algorithms, including RetinaNet, MathSciCNN, EfficientDet. So you can try them, or you can also try your own models as long as they have trained with one of these libraries. In addition, label detection has been designed to easily include new models. So for this first sample, we are going to open this dataset with images from the Pascal dataset, and we are going to try a YOLO model trained with the MXNet library. So here we have the button detect and save. So we press this button. We see that there are several different models that we can use, different algorithms. So we are selecting MXNet YOLO with the confidence level, and now the program asks us where is the directory with the weights for detecting with this model. As you can see, we have here a folder with the weights and also the classes. So we select this model, takes a few seconds. And as you can see, the model has detected the objects. As you can see, it has detected the dog, the bicycle, the car, and so on. We can move through the images. Here it has detected a bear, here a horse and a bear, pairs, there's several horses, and so on. Now, in addition to obtaining these results, we can save the results in an Excel file. We can press this option, generate Excel, and it shows us where the Excel file was saved. So if we go to that folder, we can see here the Excel file. that contains for every image the so here we have the images, and here we have the number of objects that were detected for each image. This is the first feature of label detection. Now, another related feature for detecting objects is the application of test-time augmentation. Test-time augmentation has been proved to be a useful technique to improve the results detected with an object detection model. So here we're going to use a different dataset. In this case, we use this dataset for stomata detection. So here we have an image of a plant leaf, and we are interested in using a model for detecting the stomata of this plant leaf. The stomata are this kind of thing. Let me show you. This is, for instance, this is a stomata. Okay, so we are interested in using a model for detecting stomata. So we have trained a model. Sorry, I don't want to show that. We want to use a YOLO model that was trained for detecting stomata. So it's the same process as before. It asks us the program where the weights for the YOLO model are stored, that are here. So we use this model, and as you can see, the software detects several stomata, but as you can see, there are several stomata that were not detected. So to improve the results with the same model without any change, we can apply test-time augmentation. This dialog shows us the model that we want to use, and also the techniques that we want to apply with test-time augmentation. We are going to select some of them. We also have different options for ensembling, and we press OK. Again, it asks us where the folder with the weights of the model are stored, so we press open, and this takes a bit longer since it has to predict with all the different variations and then ensemble the result, so it takes a bit longer. So here we go. Here we have the results, and as you can see, even if some of them are not detected, this option, the test-time augmentation, has detected quite a lot stomata from this image, and some of the stomata that were not detected in the previous image are now detected. Okay. So these are the features related to object detection, detecting objects with models that were previously trained. But in several cases, we are interested in constructing our own model. So let's see how label detection helps us to conduct this process. So we are going to open a different dir, a different directory. In this case, we have a dataset of fruits. Okay, so we have apples, we have bananas, we have oranges, and so on. So we are interested in constructing a model for detecting fruits in images. So the first step is the annotation. So let's open this, and we have to annotate the image. So we have to create the boxes. Okay, so here we have to change that. It's an apple, not a stoma. Okay, we have an apple. We can go to the next image, and we can annotate. Okay, I can show you something with mixed categories. So here we have a banana, the stomach, it's a banana. Here we have an orange, and here we have an apple. change that. Okay, so in this way we have to annotate several images. Now once that we have annotated the images, I just will copy some the annotations. Okay, so we have our dataset annotated. Okay, so we have all the annotations. Now we want to construct a model with those annotations. So here we have an option called Generate Training Files that allows us to generate all the necessary files to train an object detection model. Okay, so for instance we can create an object detection model using the MassRCNN algorithm. So we select that. We can also apply data distillation. Data distillation is a technique that allows us to train a model using images that were not annotated. So we have to select the transformations that we want to apply to these images, for instance this one, and also the ensemble method, that can be this one. So now we press OK, and it takes some seconds to generate the files, and it shows us that it has generated the notebook and the dataset in this folder. So if we go to that folder, okay, we can see if I sort them. Okay, so we have here two files, dataset and MassCRN. I will copy them outside. Now let's create a new folder. And here we have these two files, and if we open these Jupyter notebooks, okay, so here we have our notebook, our MassRCNN notebook, that contains all the necessary code to generate a MassRCNN model using our dataset. So first it installed the necessary libraries, also it downloads some pre-trained weights. Now we can unzip our dataset. It is, as you can see, in a zip folder, so we can unzip it, and then we have all the process to train the model, also to evaluate the model to check its accuracy and its map, and it also applied the data distillation process if they were images that were not annotated. And once that we have trained the model, we can use it inside the label detection as the other models. And this ends this demo for label detection.